going to walk you through my live set for the jam with the Super Gemini. Okay, we're going to do a little vlog. Should I mic myself? Probably. All right. Over here, we have the analog Rytm pumping up those fat beats, those fat drum beats. And here we have the Korg Minilogue XD. I often use this for pads, but the really sick sequencer allows for versatility. It really depends on the case. It depends on what sound I want. But mainly it's pads. It adds a really nice extra layer, extra texture into my setup. And the fact that it has a sequencer means that I can do it hands-free. Next we have the Push 2. The Push 2 is linked to Ableton over there, and so what that is doing is just housing all of these tracks. So all of these synths go in there. I have some EQs on all the channels just to kind of tame them a little bit and leave some room to breathe. They also don't take up a lot of CPU space, as I used to do with a lot of my live sets and had a lot of clips and launches. So the idea here is to have everything so much more organic and so much more live. So we'll see how this goes. The goal of my jams here in the studio is to create some samples to jam with later. Moving on, we have the Push to record as we go samples from any of the synths. The voice. The SM Set DB right here is housing the TC Helicon Voice Live 2. We could do live looping as well as harmonize effects and distortion, reverb. It's a multi-effects pedal pretty much just for the voice. And so within it, I'm able to play around and have a whole fun time just on this. Next, we have the Super Gemini! Woo! So the Super Gemini, like I said, this is me in a synth. Oh my god, I have never had an inanimate object make me so happy. Yeah, okay. And then lastly, we have the Sub 37. This is a new addition to my rig, so I'm not that proficient in it yet, and I'm not that proficient at accessing its sequencing abilities. So I'm doing my best with the other stuff to trig that stuff to kind of go with the setup. But that's what jams are for, is to learn all the gear. So we're gonna be learning together. I'm excited that I got to play this one and these two actually together, the Korg Minilogue XD and the Rytm, at a residency. This residency, I'm not going to give any feedback right now on it because I have sour taste on it. But one of the upsides was that I got to use my gear a lot more and get to know it a lot more, so I'm a lot more comfortable on it. Let's explore!